that safe construction practices. In this topic, we will discuss about some of the important factors to be considered to construct a building resistant to 4 natural hazards like floods. Floods. Bangladesh is a riverine country where recurrent flooding is both common and necessary. Every year, large areas are submerged during the monsoon season and fertilized by deposits of fresh alluvium, that is, the soil deposited by moving water. If the waters remain stagnant for too long, these beneficial floods became major disasters. Such was the case in the summer and fall of 1974 when loading extended over nearly one half of the country and stagnated for more than a month. At least 1,200 people died in the floods and another 27,500 died from subsequent disease and starvation. Approximately 4,25,000 houses were destroyed and severely damaged. A total of 36 million people suffered severe hardship and losses due to the disaster. Water is a source for all life forms. Without water, no life is sustainable. How tragic it is when water in the form of floods takes away thousands of human and cattle lives. More than 1 million huts and poor houses are lost every year in floods in India. Can we prevent this loss? Most vulnerable homes. Buildings which are constructed with earth-based materials or using stone and brick and mud mortar are highly vulnerable to damage in heavy rains and or floods. The huts made from biomass materials like bamboo, leaves, thatch or light construction using metal sheets are easily destroyed in floods and washed away. The occupation of areas within the floodplain of rivers has increased the vulnerability, especially in areas of high population concentration. Floodplains attract poor people because of inexpensive land values. Effect on buildings. The damage to buildings due to floods are as follows. Houses are washed away due to the impact of the water under high stream velocity. The houses are commonly destroyed or dislocated so severely that the reconstruction is not feasible. Houses constructed out of lightweight materials like wood float when they are not anchored properly. Damage caused by inundation of house. The house may remain intact on its foundation, but damage to materials may be severe. Repair is often feasible, but may require special procedures to dry out properly. Undercutting of houses. The velocity of the water may score and erode the foundation of the house or the earth under the foundation. This may result in collapse of the house or require substantial repair. Damage caused by debris. Massive floating objects like trees, electric poles, etc. may damage the standing houses. Protection measures from damage to buildings. The most effective measures for prevention against inundation are to avoid residing on riverbanks and slopes on riversides and the sides of gorges. To build at least 250 meters away from the sea coast or river banks. To build proper drainage system in all flood-prone areas so that the water can be drained off quickly to prevent accumulation. To construct the building with a plinth level higher than the known high flood level. To construct the whole village or settlement on a raised platform higher than the high flood level. To construct buildings on stilts or columns with wall-free space at ground level, permitting free flow of water, inundation or flowing, providing that columns are circular and strong. In dry weather condition, the ground area could be fenced and used for cattle, sheep, poultry farming or storage, etc. There is an urgent need to mitigate the flood hazard by proper habitat management, watershed management, and incorporating flood-resistant features in our buildings. Summary: Bangladesh is a riverine country where recurrent flooding is both common and necessary. Every year, large areas are submerged during the monsoon season and fertilized by deposits of fresh alluvium, that is, the soil deposited by moving water. Houses are washed away due to the impact of the water under high stream velocity. The houses are commonly destroyed or dislocated so severely that the reconstruction is not feasible. There is an urgent need to mitigate the flood hazard by proper habitat management, watershed management, and incorporating flood-resistant features in our buildings. That is all in this topic. Always be an alert citizen and take quick actions to rescue yourself from flood situations. Till then, keep learning.